Oh my gosh, look at this absolute beast right here. I'm not that muscular, nor would I want to be, but look at that. Anyway, so let's see what's going on here in this image. So we have there you go. I'm just going to sit down here and just look. Anyway, we have the guy over here. He's flexing. He doesn't look all muscular, does he? No. And then you got this beast right here. Very nice, right? So this is something. The shadow self, right? The shadow self. How to have a healthier shadow self? Because look, this person's not afraid anymore. They're not. They're not fighting their shadow. Instead, their shadow is healthy and confident and, you know, amazing, right? Amazing. Because the thing is, when you begin to acknowledge the shadow self, the things that you're afraid of, this negativity, this fear, these deeper problems that you have, when you actually acknowledge the shadow self, guess what happens? You will begin to become more comfortable with the problems that you have deep down, and it won't cause as many issues for you. It really won't. So that is really the first step here. Acknowledge what you repress, what you feel negative about, what you're hiding, what you feel so insecure about. Become more comfortable with those. Begin to acknowledge them. You know? Don't be so afraid of it. There's nothing to be afraid of, but we're afraid because of all the fear and trauma that has been built up within something deeper within us, our shadow self. Now, here's the other very tricky thing when it comes to negativity. All these problems going on within your life, it's very hard for you to acknowledge. You close your eyes and you get traumatic images, memories, things resurfacing to you, and it's like you just can't, you just want to escape from it, you want to run away from it. That's a very hard thing. That really is. That impacts so many people. I've gone through that sort of problem myself where there's these traumatic incidences and it's like you just can't stop thinking about them. It's just always on your mind, controlling your every action, and it makes you very afraid. And the honest truth is, for a little bit, that could be how it is, that you do run away from it. But during some of your best moments, your best times, or moments that you feel as though you've gotten to a point where you're a little bit more comfortable, maybe not fully, one of the hardest things you can do, but also the most productive, is to sit with that negativity without it controlling you. To be as unbiased as you can. How do you do this? This is a tricky one. So, if I'm doing a meditation, if I am relaxing my mind, and I have these traumatic incidences and thoughts and imagery, like just playing out like a movie, I see them, I feel them, and I get anxiety. I'm just like, I can't do this. It's like, let's just hold on and just take some deep breaths as it's happening and just kind of watch. And separate myself from it, just like, just watch it, just sit with it. Sit with it for a moment and realize, this is not happening right now. This is something that's in my mind, going through my mind, that's causing problems right now. It's controlling my actions. It's making me fearful. It's preventing me from meeting people, getting out in the world, doing activities that I once enjoyed. And just sit with that negativity and just let it pass. Watch it and just let it go. It's not about forcing anything. It's not about being afraid of it, but you will feel it. You may feel physical resistance in your body even. But then you sit with it, you watch it, and then you realize this is done. This is something from the past, and even though it's being relived right now, it's not actually happening right now. It's something that was a part of you in the past. It's time to let it go. It will be very uncomfortable. It will be very uncomfortable. There's no doubt about that. Which is why you have to take you have to be prepared for this journey that you will be on. Some people could be very resilient and it will be easier for them than other people. While some people, it's going to be so hard that it may take you some time to get to the point where you can actually sit with that negativity and be okay with it. In addition, we hold in so many emotions. Things that we have done that have been very bad, regret, things that we've said to other people, that we've done to other people, that are just sitting within us that we're not even aware of. When we sit down and be mindful, some of those thoughts will come to us. Instead of running away from it, just sit with it, watch it go, and then you will begin to feel those emotions. And that's when you let them out. Whether that be through, intense crying, or in saying, I forgive you, or it's like asking for forgiveness for the things that you have done bad, or whatever the case is. All these negative emotions that are harboring within you, you have to find an outlet to let them out. So that can be crying. They can be journaling to let them out. When you write in a journal, maybe it doesn't start all that interesting, but then you keep writing, and then some of those emotions start coming out, and then they start pouring out. And then all of the emotions are just kind of there. And then you begin crying. It's like, I never intended to actually cry. Keep notes of things even. If you said something really bad to someone, if something really, really bad happened, and you have extreme regret about it, and it's replaying on your mind, go deep into that feeling and explore it and begin to feel those emotions. And if you're asking for forgiveness, if you're, want to apologize, whatever the case is, start to write some notes about that as well. And you will begin to realize you're not as weak as you seem. You really aren't. You have to be able to be more open going forward. Don't hide yourself so much. Don't conceal your emotions as much. Just be true to who you are, despite its difficulty. It's very hard to open up, but I'm sure that we all know that when you are very closed off and you only keep to yourself and you just hide everything within you, it doesn't really work out well, does it? No. It only causes problems internally, only causes a myriad of health problems, physical and mental. And then, really what you want to do is you want to change what you are not happy with, because you are the one in control. So, the shadow here, okay? We had talked about how the shadow self, it controls a lot of people. But as you can see now, it's more of a reflection of him. Or rather, it's even more confident. The shadow is even more confident now, because look, he doesn't really look like this big old bodybuilder guy, right? But then you see this guy back here, much more confident, much more healthy. And that's really what it's about here. To begin to become a much healthier person by acknowledging the things that you refuse to acknowledge. And they will make you stronger. You don't have to be physically strong. But internally, you will feel that strength, because you're the one who has worked through the issues and become a better person. So if you would like to schedule a one-on-one session with me, you can do so on my website, autumnasphodel.com/coaching. I offer a 15-minute free consultation if you would like to get started, and we can work through any sort of problem that you may have, and I will be able to help you through that journey as much as I have been able to help on my own journey as well. So thank you very, very much for watching. Take care.